Hello, favorite, welcome to Mr.Who Views. Today we're in the two-part Static Shock episode, A Leave Their Own. In this, the Justice League asked Static to repower the Watchtower after got hit by a cosmic event or a comic anomaly, but whatever. And when Richie heard about, or Gear heard about this, he just said either fanboys or geeks out. And the leaguers in this are uh, Batman, Flash, Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter. And when before the comic anomaly hit Watchtower, they're doing some piece of Brainiac that they had. I'm guessing this probably takes place in the Justice League season 2 opener at Twilight, since I think after Brainiac's base got destroyed, there's probably all of his parts scattered throughout the space, but I don't know. Anyway, the Justice League gets a red alert from some sort of planet where there's where they hear that there's a asteroid heading for it, and that's like the 14-year-olds alone. Then Brainiac I think makes his move trying to get rid of the 14-year-olds, and the 14-year-olds are doing well, fighting the medical canonical or the evil computer. Um, they will get through to the javelin that's just the exam, but the reception is a bit static or is interrupted. But GL's able to help out somehow with the picture. Yeah, and thanks to static uh, taking all the power, they gave the core back and gear to giving Brainiac too much information for his memory banks. Brainiac is seemingly taken care of. And when the lead was brought Static and Gear back, Gears asked for a group picture since Brainiac or uh, GL just said stop him taking a picture in the watchtower. Yeah. Yeah, part one ends with Rose going home and Richie about to turn off Backpack, but Backpack turned against him and turns out Brainiac is in a robot. Yeah. I think the first part is decent. I love the members of Justice League had some good moments or some good funny moments, especially Flash. And just seeing Richie or seeing Gear and Static go up against a team of their rogues, guy where they get Puff, Onyx, say Heat Blast or Heat Wave. I don't know Heat Wave, Hot Streak, and the Armadillo guy, and it's just see just they take care of like they're nothing. That's better good. And yeah, I'll probably bring it up again, but I don't like Brainiac's new voice. I think it sounds too robotic. I think it might work for Ultron, but Brainiac, I don't know. With the second part, or in the second part, first of all, that Richie is not going to be weird with him not going on patrol with him in for a while, and he's been sleeping in a lot. And yeah, the tone of voice wouldn't have been like that giveaway, but I'm not a superhero. And the league knows that there was a big download taken after the be before the be Brainiac. So Flash tries to find gears, and they think it might be some, or they think it might be something to do with his backpack. And then when he runs off, he runs back since he doesn't know what a gear looks like in civilian identity. And turn out what's our the cameras took some video when the two were having pizza. And I don't think Batman needed to point out which one gear was. Like I think it's kind of obvious with two of them. It is. Oh yeah, then Flash is going down to Dakota trying to find out Richie and flirting with some ladies. I end up find him and Rachel's bring him to the 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 gas station, but he has to get the Flash, and that's what leads the League meet up with Static again, and he just contacts Richie with Shockbox, and Rich telling me he's just doing a project at the old a steel mill. Yeah, and when the leaks are up, it did seem a bit suspicious how a abandoned steel mill, like the look of it, but hmm. And when the Flash was up, he put some discs or something on the league and Static, but Static failed to break through because of the static field. And yeah, it looked like Brainiac was trying to Richie into like a cyborg or something. And it seemed like Static got through to Richie when Richie briefly breaks free of Brainiac's control, but during the last song, and Brainiac just sticks to Justice League on Static, and he able to get all the Liberty back to normal, but Green Lantern was probably the hardest. I mean, I think there's some good moments in the flat or the Static facing the league, like when he magnetized uh, the street or the road that the Flash was on, something moving, and using the Batman's grappling hook to send electrical shock down it and that. Hawker and Manhunter, yeah, and I just didn't really aim that clever. Just surprise him like by shocking the discs off. And like I said, Green Lantern was the hardest, but luckily, Hawker will get tapped him in the head with her mace. Yeah, I don't think Richie's been building this ship for Static or for Brainiac. And yeah, they do the whole thing of the heroes go off to face the enemy, but the Static isn't allowed to join since it's his friend, and the league don't think it's like had the stomach of sacrificing the friend to stop a Brainiac. But when I thought he was annoyed, he realized what Richie meant by control, and it was a backpack smoke control. Mm. And ready to find out what's going on there. The league breaks into Brainiac's ship, and yeah, there's like some clones of Brainiac turn up in it, and that just show up as well. And they talking about the control and that. And you know, Brainiac has a new body as well, and has like Richie inside him. I guess the way he looked like a cyborg was just there for that scene, but whatever. And yeah, even though Brainiac took remote control, Stag's able to send out an electric shock to press the off button to backpack. Yeah, caught this robotic virus with monologue. Yeah, and some leaguers stay behind to destroy Brainiac's ship while the others get Static and Richie out there. Yeah, that's what I'm going on with Richie and Backpack being okay, and the GL and Bamane does give a hint that the Static and Gear might become future members of the league when they're older, so that's kind of good. And as the league go off, Static and Richie just gives her a fist bump. Yeah, I think the second part is a bit better than the first. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing I mentioned about the first one. I like when Brainiac was distracting Richie or Static and Gear with his monologue when he's about to they just attack him. It's good. And yeah, like I said, the fights between Static and the League were kind of good. And yeah, I didn't have Superman or Wonder Woman in this. I guess they weren't available, but luckily, Superman showed up in the episode of Static. Static Shock sometime after this. And if you want to see that, the review, I've done it a few years ago, so. Hmm. And I'm glad to use the Static Shock version of the Batman team, but it's like that version. And Static on Green Lantern The Lord of the Ring was kind of good. And Philomar playing both Static and Green Lantern was good in this, but in a future episode where they actually interact more, it's just much better. Uh, and this also has the second appearance of Rishi's mom in the series, so good. I know I didn't have the dad, but and yeah, like I said, a great episode, and yeah, next episode not that bad, not good. April has some problem when there's a TV producer or someone trying to make a show about a static without getting consent, and yeah, then a rip just comes between a static and gear. Ugh. Hmm. Hey, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and check my community tab. I got a new poll and nobody's voting on. I I got a guess of why, but I don't know if it actually is that. But anyway, like I said, I'll see you guys later.